and let's get down to business right now. This young man, the subject is the power of the fourth quarter. And he's out of South Carolina. I'll be with him in 13 days. A gentleman got started with our previous company, did very, very well, became a senior vice president there, left that company, came to AC and called me as I was going on stage several years ago to do a talk in front of 25,000 people at the office there in, at the stadium we had in Charlotte. And I said, I'll call you when I get off stage, and got started. He said, I want you to bring me in the business. I want you to recruit me and let me get started in your organization because I know what you mean in the other one. This gentleman is one guy who will give me a run for my money. And what I mean by that, when I go to South Carolina, Jackie Black, we will go from sun up to sundown. Now, let me ask you guys a question. When last time you worked that hard? The next morning, sun up to sundown, sun up to sundown. And every time I go to South Carolina, I stay at a hotel. I go, why are you staying in a hotel? You never there. We're only there for 3 or 4 hours, get some rest, you back out again. You don't mind sleeping on my couch? I go, man, listen, ain't the first time, ain't gonna be the last time I sleep on the couch. See, don't ever get too big for your britches that you cannot humble yourself to be with your people and to help them. And so when I'm going there, I sleep on this couch, and we get up the next morning early and we go all day long. So without further ado, I just want to say how much I appreciate him, his lovely wife, Miss Darlene Evans. She's on the call as well. You know, beside every good man, there's a good woman. I didn't say behind, I said beside. Every good man is a good woman. And beside every good woman is a good man. And they're a dynamite couple. I want to thank them so much for who they are and what they're doing in our business, because they really care for the organization and they go all out. The last time I was there, I mean, they went so far out. Look, I still got the package of stuff, Mr. Evans. I kept a package, Miss Diane Borkins, to bring back. Vernell and Charles, I brought a package to show everybody else. If they could do this, that's what leadership is, stepping out, making it happen without the upline telling them everything to go do. And that's what they do. They think outside the box and make a commitment. Without further ado, today we're excited. The power of the fourth corner, none of the regional director, the great Mr. Curtis Evans.
How y'all doing today? My name is Curtis Evans. I'm really happy to be here with you guys. I'm just really enthused with I guess a lot of things. It's good to be alive. We all know that, we can concur, and we've all lost people, and so it's a time when, you know, if you wake up in the morning and you're feeling pretty good, if you're not feeling pretty good, it's a good day. And so let's appreciate what we have, a good day. Even Al, just getting in from 2 o'clock. Now, I feel sorry for him. He just got in from a long vacation. I saw the WhatsApp videos and the ship and the food and the ocean, and I feel so bad he only got 3 hours of sleep. No, I'm just teasing. So we know each other that well. I met Al years ago, you know, in a company that we were in together, and I was this lone guy out there in the, you know, on the 99th row in the back, just taking notes and all that. And we were able to just connect, because Al connects very well with a crowd. He gets into a group of people and he connects with them. And so when he came to the East Coast, I remember going over to Atlanta, took a ton of people over to Atlanta to watch him speak over there. And that my organization it just grew. It was like going to the big event. Now, we had our big events in Dallas at the Anatole years and years ago. And it wasn't until I understood the power of events. It wasn't until I understood the power of events. And I'll tell you, when I started with this company, it took me a while to get it again. A lot of times people can get to the top of a comp plan, but they can't do it with another company. They can get to it one time, they look up and twist and turn and some kind of get to the top. How do you get to the top of this comp plan? There are lots of things you have to do. You have to learn to do what Sam Foster does so well, and that's to introduce yourself to other people, get their names and numbers. That's important. It takes some guts to talk to people that you know. Sometimes it's harder to talk to people that you know than people that you don't know. So I went to buy a carton of eggs this morning and some orange juice and something else at the store. And I left my credit card home, or debit card rather. But I had some cash, and I had the cash, and I took it out of my wallet, and I told the lady. She said, well, at least you have some cash. I said, well, I'm rich. So, you know, it took me a while to get rich. She said, you're rich? I said, yeah. You know, and she said, oh, wow. She said, how'd you do that? And I opened up a conversation. Now, I'm gonna tell you what rich is. Rich means a lot of things. But when you got your good health, that's rich. Okay, if you don't believe it, be in a hospital. Go down a hospital ward and listen to people complaining because this hurts, that hurts. And when you come out of hospital, if you're not feeling better, I don't know what's wrong. You come out there feeling better. And if that don't work, if that doesn't work at all, head over to the morgue. Okay, head over to the morgue and take a look at it, or go to a funeral home. And if you don't come out there feeling a little bit better, then we need to get you some help. Okay. So it's good to be here. Now I'm gonna tell you another thing you're in the right business. If you don't know it, you won't know it. You'll quit the right business. I don't know what you're looking for, but we're in the right business at the right time. And this business is so crazy because people are looking for ways of making money, but the first thing that comes to their mind is no. They're automatically conditioned to say no. And now it's up to you as a leader not to accept the no. Then it's up to you as a leader to accept the no. Okay. In other words, if they say they're not interested, leave them alone. But it's kind of look at the character and see what they're saying and say, okay, I got you. But the people you're really probably scared to talk to is people that you know. And that's because they know where you work, they know where you live, they know the kind of car you drive, they know the kind of house you got. And people judge on the craziest things. They judge on just the craziest things. They'll look at your watch, they'll look at your shoes, they'll look at, they're just eyeing you down. Well, if you're doing so well with that thing, then how come you have on those shoes, or how come you're driving that car, or how come you live in that area, or whatever? I don't know what it is. That's just what people do. And so you need the courage to go ahead and do what Sam Foster does. And that's just to peek them, okay? Peek them, get their information, because you may be running by a top money earner that you may just be walking by, a SVP in the making. He may know that she may know the person that you're looking for. So it's kind of expensive not to talk to people you know, and it's really expensive to talk to people you don't know. And so I'm going to show you a video in just a little bit that's going to help you some with that, from a guy that I'm sure you all know. Well, I want to talk about what's going on now. Keep this in mind, write this down. Trends are your friends, okay? Trends are your friends. And I'm old enough, and I think some of you on here may be as old as I am. I doubt it, though. I mean, when I was around in high school, dinosaurs, well, we had to be careful that dinosaurs would get you, okay? So it was a long time ago. But what I'm saying is, you've seen trends. You've seen the economy go up. You've seen the economy go down. You've seen the Republicans in. You've seen the Democrats in. You've seen war, times of war, times of peace. You've seen inflation. You've seen disinflation. You've seen a lot of things. And, like Al said, go out and vote today. But one party that I want you to vote for is the Evans Party, okay? And I want you to vote for the Boykin Party. I want you to vote for the Thomas Party, okay? I want you to vote for the Blake Party. I want you to vote for the Cubic Party, Williams Party, because I need you to get interested in you, okay? I really need you to get interested in your party. How's the economy in your house, okay? The economy in the United States is going to do what the economy in the United States does. The economy in the world is going to do what the economy in the world does. But how's the economy in your house? Now, the best way to have a strong economy in your house is to have something coming in called residual income. Residual income. It's different than regular money. And it's just that Franco once told us that he had a plane and he was flying his plane, got a couple of planes actually. And a dentist, I think it was a dentist or somebody in town that had planes with it. There's a little club of people that have planes at the airport. And the guy said he was retiring next year, so he had to sell his plane. He had to sell his plane. He couldn't keep his plane anymore because he was going to retire. And Franco said, well, why are you doing that? He didn't understand. And then he hit him. That man was working all his life, making a lot of money, live up the street from where he lived in a nice neighborhood, but he did not have residual income. He had something, he could work really hard that year and make $500,000 that year. He could work really hard and make $400,000. But the next year, he had to work really hard to make $500,000 or $400,000 the next year. And you get into a habit of working 60, 70 hours and you're making really good money. But if you just stop, that money stops. It stops on a dime. In fact, you probably paid a week in the hole. So, and Franco realized that even if he wasn't doing ACN, he could keep his airplanes because he had something called residual income. So I need you to fall in love with that thing. If you can't, I don't know how to tell you this. But well, let's talk about it another way. Residual income is what people do after 50 years. They start at 18 years old, 50 years later, they get a residual check, something like that. And the residual check comes from the federal government. You pay $7 per hundred to get that check. Your employer pays $7 per hundred to get that cut. And somebody's supposed to invest it, and you're supposed to get a check later on. That's residual income. If you have a really bad accident, you can't do anything because you're hurt really bad, and you get a disability check, that's residual income. Okay, but it's capped. It's not enough to live on. Now, what we're offering people is something they're not aware of. It's called residual income. Okay, and so we need to understand how special our company is. We're paid residual income on services that people are going to pay anyway. Now, we got to first understand that and understand the magic of it, and try not to explain that while we're piquing people. Because if you show them the movie, why do you, they're not coming to the presentation if you told them too much. So it's very important that we pique folks and tell them that we're rich. So if Al had $1 million in the bank, I don't know how much he has, but let's imagine that he had $1 million in the bank and he got 1% interest on it. That means that year, Al will get paid $10,000 for that $1 million that he had in the bank. That's a millionaire, right? 1% equals $10,000. Well, our company will pay you $10,000 over and over and over and over again in the form of residual income. It's like having the $1 million in the bank, but it's not a year you get it, you can get it every month. That's the difference. It's a crazy phenomenon that we have. So I hope you understand what you got first. So remember, trends are your friends. Our type of business does very, very well when the economy is doing good. But when the economy is doing bad, this puppy explodes. I mean, it explodes. And when the economy is slowing down, it explodes. And so you need to know where the trends are, where we are, where are we? So it's very important that as we go through this next economic phase here for this next year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it takes, it's very important that you minimally be a RSC. And it'd be lovely if you're an RD. Okay, just lovely. So you got to fight for those promotions. Those promotions don't come easy. I'm gonna tell you right now, we're working really, really hard to become RVPs, and it doesn't come easy. So evidently, my partner Reggie and I talked last night. Evidently, we haven't put enough muscle in this thing yet. We just haven't put enough. We haven't grounded enough yet. We haven't went at it hard. We went at it hard, but we haven't did the hard stuff. And that means more people got to tell you no. I'm gonna tell you how to do this. You don't have enough people. If you go to bed tonight and no one told you no today, if that's the best leading indicator that I can give you. Have a bunch of people tell you no. That sounds a little counterintuitive here because you want to let everybody say yes, but that's not going to happen. So in our business, you get leverage. That means you get to leverage your time. Okay, you get leverage. In our business, we have essential services that pays residual income. Our company is good enough that they keep upgrading the services. And that's the next point I had. We're constantly getting new services. Now, because some services get old, let's talk about long distance. If you build a residual income on long distance, you're in trouble today. If you build a residual income on house phones, home phones, you're in trouble today. If you build a residual income on pagers, you're in trouble today. Okay, so as the technology changes, our company changes. And they got new products that are coming out. A lot of them are going to be released in Dallas. A lot of us are going out to Dallas in a few weeks. So I hope to see you out there. So introduce once you've piqued someone. I know I'm bouncing around a little bit. Once you pique someone, or you heard them say something, you ask them a question. Are you open to making any money? You keep your options of making money open. Okay. Once you've done that, and they say, yeah, if you can get them on the phone with your leader. Okay, somebody so remember, they don't know you. They won't pay a whole lot of attention to you. But if you can get them on the phone with someone, Al, you can get them on the phone with Diane. You get them on the phone with Rick. You get them on the phone with Catherine. You get them on the phone with Greg Provenzano. You get them on the phone with your wife. You get them on the phone with your somebody else, so they can see that you're not the only person doing this thing. Okay. Now you may not be able to do it right then and there, but when you call them back later on, try to three-way them in with someone. Okay. Al has the rules. He says he needs to know how old they are, where they work, right? And yeah, those are the main things. Who is he talking to? He's talking to cook, dishwasher, waiter. He needs to know who he's talking to. He needs to know how old they are. So he can then decide how to kind of tailor what he's going to say to them. So picking them, introducing them to the person that you show, then somehow show them the plan. Okay, it's ideal if they've already seen the plan before you get them there. But sometimes you gotta get them to get excited enough to stop and take a look at the plan. Okay, so the work that we have is show the plan. Okay, now you can do that by sending it, you can do that by doing it yourself, but the best way is plug and play and let them see a video of the business presentation so that they can decide if this is for them or this is the right time for them. Okay, so that's very important. Show the plan. And then I always use, once they signed up, use Greg Provenzano to kind of help them understand it. We got a brand new video now that kind of helps the brand new IBO get started. And I'm going to show you the videos in your back office. I'm just going to show that today. And the person that's going to get them started is the co-founder of our business, one of the 4 co-founders of our business. His name is Greg Provenzano. He is the president of the company. This is after they've signed up and they're ready to go.
Hello, I'm Greg Provenzano, president and one of the co-founders at ACN. On behalf of myself and the other ACN co-founders, our executive team, our dedicated employees, and all of our amazing independent business owners around the world, I would like to personally welcome you to the ACN family. We know that you've made a very important decision when you joined ACN, one that takes courage, vision, and a commitment to make a difference in people's lives. And we can't wait to see where you will go on your journey as an ACN independent business owner. Do you know what separates the average person from an extraordinary one? It's simply acting on the decision to do something more with your life. And by becoming a part of ACN's community of IBOs, you've taken the very first step on your ACN journey. So what's next? We understand that starting anything new may feel overwhelming at first. But one of the great things about ACN is the simplicity of our business model. You simply offer people an alternative on the services that they're already using anyway, and then you show others how to do the very same thing. Our system is designed such that the only way that we can have success as a company is if you have success as an IBO. We've already figured out what works and what doesn't to give you the greatest advantage of success, and we've established best practices that align with our core values, our character, and integrity of our company. Your focus should be on acquiring customers, helping the customers get their services for free, earning residual income, and building a team that does the same. Anything outside of that is simply a distraction. ACN isn't complicated at all unless you overcomplicate it. The first milestone on your ACN journey is to become customer qualified, or CQ, just by acquiring customers. By reaching this milestone, you are now in a position to earn money from the compensation plan. Not only is CQ the launch pad for every other earned position at ACN, but when you become a CQ within your first 30 days, you'll receive your very first personal customer bonus. So while everyone builds their business at a pace that's comfortable for them, you will want to become customer qualified as soon as possible. During your first 30 days as an ACN independent business owner, we'll send you a variety of tips, training tools, and best practices to support your business. Additionally, we provide a hybrid model of in-person and virtual training events so that you can get the support you need when you need it to build a thriving and sustainable business. This really is an exciting time and will be there for you every step of the way. I encourage you to just stay focused on the basics: acquiring customers, helping customers obtain their services for free, earning a residual income, and building a team of IBOs who are motivated to do the very same thing. So believe in the ACN system, that it can truly benefit all those that are involved, either as a customer or an IBO. But most importantly, believe in yourself, because you can do this. How do I know? Because thousands of IBOs already reached their personal and professional goals with ACN thanks to their hard work and commitment. And I'm confident that the same thing can happen for you. I wish you all the success as you begin this new and exciting chapter in your life. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for you and your family. Welcome to ACN.
Okay, so that's a big, great welcome, and show it to your new IBOs. Show it to the people before they even sign up. Get them charged up so they can get excited. There's only a few things we do: gather customers. We show other people how to gather customers, help customers get their services for free. We got something that everyone can use. So I'd like to thank Al for the time. I know he needs to get some rest. Thank you for showing us what you show us and do for us, what you do for us every day. We'll be looking forward to seeing you when you get down here. We're working hard to get that flyer out. We are also talking to people and getting them over here to the meeting here in Charleston or Summerville, South Carolina. So we look forward to seeing you. Darlene's working on that. Lurleen is on the call today. Burdell is on the call today. Diane, we have a couple of 3 or 4 others that I didn't get a chance to see, but we're all looking forward to your visit in just a couple of weeks. So that takes care of my part of the meeting today. I'll turn it back over to Al. And then we'll see you guys next week, next Monday, but I'll be back on here tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.